Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This violin lesson is on Etude number 10 by Kreutzer. I'm using the Peters edition. It's interesting, it's a very difficult etude and it's only 42 bars long, but he crams a lot into it. As you noticed, I played the whole piece through for you using a fairly rapid grand détaché stroke. Then I demonstrated 3 different bowings that you might practice. The great difficulty is there's two aspects of this etude that are so difficult. One is the actual bowing, where if you're playing just the détaché, it's difficult to make sure you've got, especially at a rapid speed, keeping it clean on every string, not playing wrong string. And it lots of places, like in the first bar, that's quite a difficult one, because we have 2 notes here, A string, 2 notes D string, 2 notes G string, but they're off the beat. The second pattern is easier, where you got 2, 2. See, that's quite a bit easier. So you'll find as you go through this whole piece, every bar is filled with different problems, and you just have to have that different side of your brain to control the bowing, that focus, while at the same time he's given us some good challenges in the left hand. Looking through, particularly when we get down to measure 13, it starts getting pretty complicated. I definitely recommend, this is beat 3. Bridge the D and the G. You're bridging that. Now you're holding that down as we get to 14. That's all fine. We get over on the D string. We're still good. Now, at this point, this is measure 15. At the very end of beat 1, we have to change the first finger to bridge the D and the A string. So we're coming along here. And literally just pick the finger up, replace it, so then you can get the next one. And you're going over to the G string. We have the same situation in measure 17, where we have, be awfully nice to bridge this C and the, and then into measure 18. Now we don't have to do any bridging here in measure 18, but we should be holding the second finger D down. And now in 19, we move that first finger F natural to cover the B flat, so we got a 5th. And you want to practice this slowly, and make a few marks, a little bracket mark to show where you want to be bridging, where you want to be holding fingers down. Practice it slowly. I promise you this will be really successful, but it takes time for, especially as you're rolling through this etude, when you see all the stuff coming at you, to immediately be ready to do it. Looking forward for more difficult. I mean, it's all over the place. As you notice when I played it, there's lots of shifting, there's lots of arpeggiated figures. There's a few places where I personally like to play 4th fingers. For example, let me just run through this, look for the 4th fingers that are important. Measure 9, we have a B flat, and then a C sharp. I'll play a C sharp 4th finger there instead of trying to reach out for the 3rd finger and then pull it back to the G. And then in bar 10, the same thing. Let's see if there's any others going through here. Yeah, in measure 20, in the third beat, instead of coming down to first position or a second position, I just stay in third. So I'm staying in third position and then shifting to fifth position in the fourth beat. Okay, do the same thing in measure 21 in the third beat. We've had the high A and then instead of, so reducing the shifting a little bit, grabbing that C sharp, that F sharp, excuse me. All right, coming down, more fourth. Oh yeah, there's another fourth finger. I see two of them in measure 32. We've played this in. Much easier to get that fourth finger there. It's a practice, since I teach many beginners also, that we work these in Suzuki. I can think in the Boccherini piece uses that fourth finger exercise. Play. So you get used to that fourth finger all through that Boccherini. And there's some other early beginner pieces that use that fourth finger quite a bit. Toward the very end, in measure 41, we have a difficult move. We're going on a perfect fourth from the D to G in the second beat. It's kind of a surprise. The Etude's been all pretty much, difficult shifts, but not too much of this kind of perfect fourth. And the interesting thing is, after you make that shift to the G, you want to do a perfect fifth. Do the bridge. I do a little different fingering that's in the music. So I'm starting in third position, shift, I guess that's sixth position, do the bridge. Now I come right back to fourth, right there. So that's a nice transition. It's pretty consistent. All right, so enjoy playing this piece. As I say, use different bowings, and just be aware that the left hand difficulty is only one aspect of it, that the right hand difficulty also making sure you're clean across strings, and that's just practice. There's no special skill about it. You just read the note, see the bowing, and you just execute it, and you're moving around. For me, a lot of bowing is instinctive. You've practiced so much, and our bodies and our hands just do it. So I think you'll find that also. If you have any comments and any questions, please leave them down below. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.